What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Well, we just got some pretty damn good Solana news that I wanted to share with you today. It's not going to be a very long video because I just really want to share the news, but of course I hope you guys do enjoy the consistent Solana content, and so with that in mind, let's get straight into it. So what we can see is that we got news yesterday that Solana's price jumps as a whale heavily bags SOL. What you can see here is that a whale has went out and bought $38 million worth of Solana. According to the data streamlined by the on-chain analytics platform Whale Alert, 267,077 SOL worth 38.6 million was noted to have been accumulated by an unknown address today. Coming in tandem with Solana's near 4% price upswing, the whale accumulation hints at a bright future for the token's price trajectory ahead. Further underlining the whale's undeterred confidence in the asset, usual market sentiments convey a rising price trajectory for SOL ahead. Meanwhile, the accumulation also significantly jacks up the buying pressure, in turn aiding Solana tokenomics. It's worth noting that Solana witnessed substantial corrections over the last month, with whales potentially seeing this as a chance to buy the dip. Hold on to that thought. Referring to Whale Alert data, one can clearly see such colossal SOL accumulations as in the one mentioned above occurred over the past week. Now, you guys also remember that we saw that accumulation from Pantera Capital on some of those leftover tokens from the FTX auction as well, just going to show that these whales and these people with money are spending that money. Now, that they're not just spending that money on anything, they're spending that money on Solana. Now, it does show to be interesting, in my opinion, that this whale was even willing to buy some Solana back up here. Of course, when he made the purchase was on the 4th, so of course that was yesterday, and he bought it around 140 bucks, right? And obviously Solana got all the way down to 119, so he's buying the Solana at the top, or he or she, whatever, buying the top of a 22% push to the upside. And so that just does also go to show a little bit of confidence whenever it comes to Solana as a whole. Now, that is the majority of the news today, but I want to touch on that for a second and just go to show, like, you guys remember last week, right? Whenever I made the Bitcoin video, for example, and I said, hey, whales are buying Bitcoin. They just bought over 50,000 Bitcoin within the last 24 hours. That's worth noting. It's probably a good time to start buying. And then literally the next day we saw Bitcoin start pumping like crazy. I believe we're in a similar scenario for Solana. Not necessarily like right now, right? Like, I don't think Solana is just going to pump to 180 tomorrow. It could, but I don't think it's going to. But what I am saying is that we are now entering into the territory where the whales, the lizard people, they are now coming back in and they are now starting to accumulate Solana. They're now starting to buy Solana. And although you can't use that as the only indication of what you do, it should be one of the major indications of at least what you pay attention to if you follow the similar thesis as I do, in the sense that the whales, the lizard people, they control these markets. So once they start really buying, or once they start really selling, basing our actions and reactions off of those actions are probably a good idea, because historically the people who win the most in these markets are the whales, and the retail investors are the ones who lose the most. And it's just what happens. And so because of that, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit today, talk about the fact that we were now starting to see whales accumulate, and that could equal a good time to, of course, start buying and trading on Solana again, maybe just adding to those long-term bags. Now, guys, don't forget, if you do want to trade Solana yourself, you can use my CoinW link down below. You're going to get up to $30,000 once you do start trading on CoinW, and you're also not going to need to KYC, meaning you don't have to give them any of your personal information. And to kind of sweeten the deal up a little bit even more, we're going to give you free access to our trading group, which comes with free live streams of trading, swing trade signals, scalp trade signals, market updates, their technical analysis charts with full info there. I mean, absolutely packed with value. And again, all you have to do is just sign up for CoinW with the link down below. So make sure you do go check those out, and make sure that you do, of course, subscribe to the channel if you have been enjoying this consistent Bitcoin, Solana, Jasmy, Render, and much more videos. So of course, if you haven't been enjoying, as I mentioned before, make sure that you do like this video so more people will see it. And of course, I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.